One essential step that I forgot before I glued this block on, which I'll have to deal with later, is to take a straight edge and modeling knife and then cut through this layer of epoxy. You can do it this way, run the blade between the tape and the rule, and cut through to the acrylic. That'll help get it off later. This one, same thing, and you can actually go all the way down the side of these cross tapes, doesn't matter, because the epoxy is too thick to go into there anyway. So if you cut through like this, and then if you go along and score down here so that all these pieces are separate, it'll make it a lot easier to get it off later. Now, as I say, I should have done that on this one, but I didn't. So I'll have to deal with that slightly differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clamps off and then move them to the side. In fact, I'm going to take one of these, keep some pressure on it, just take one of these packing pieces out and then just reclamp. And then reclamp here as well, just to keep the things together, and that way I should be able to get in and cut along the side of the tape. And then I'll have to move the packing piece over to this side. And as I say, I wouldn't be going through all this if I'd remembered to score this thing in the first place. So I'm not 100% sure this epoxy is dry enough yet, hard enough yet, so I'm keeping everything clamped up. And again, just run the knife along the side of the tape. And actually, I think this is probably hard enough to take apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the tape off, and then that gets thrown away. Then the magic part, this is my hammer. There you go. Nice clean epoxy, and you can see it's fully encapsulated all the edges of the plates. You can't see, but I can look through here and see that the epoxy has gone up the plates about 1/16 of an inch. So that's how it should look. And what we'll do now is to mix up some more epoxy, and then we'll glue this side on in exactly the same way. This actually is still a bit plastic, so I'm not going to handle it too much. When I've got this side on and we're about to put the ends on, then I'll start videoing again.